Hello everyone, welcome to another Rick's Picks. Today we're going to be talking about how the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are the master of the crossover. And for any of you who don't know what a crossover is, it's when two IPs come together to either make like a single comic book, movie, TV series, or in this case, toy line. So Marvel and DC would do this every now and again in the comics. They'd cross over galaxies and what have you. Probably one of the most popular crossovers is the Aliens versus Predator franchise, where there were two totally separate IPs that came together to, make comics, toys, and what have you. But the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, for one, is probably one of the most successful toy lines out there. I mean, at this point, I don't think anybody can compare to the popularity of the Turtles. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan, but the proof is in the pudding because their toy line started, I guess, about late 80s, early 90s, and it's still going strong today. And multiple companies are producing turtle toys. Everything from Mondo, you got Super 7, Nika, Loyal Subject, Mattel. Almost every toy company out there has their hand in the turtle pot, so to speak, because they have everything from, cartoon figures, comic book figures, and there's just so much of it. And everybody loves their figures. They love these cartoons. They love these, characters. So because of all that, that's part of what makes them the masters of it, because in a sense, I feel like they're one of the pioneers of it. Because as the toy line started fading off in the 90s, probably early 90s, maybe mid 90s, they decided that they needed to do something else with these figures. So they started crossing them over with all sorts of different IPs. A couple of the big ones were the sports IP. All right. You also had, which is a big one, the monsters IP. Now, these are the universal ones, but I think they also did like Jason, Freddy, all that. And also, as far as they went, they even did Star Trek. So these lines were very popular, very sought after, and they're still keeping this going. So even now, they have very popular crossover lines. They did the Batman crossover, which crossover in comics, cartoons, and toys. All three are very successful. Matter of fact, I think the comic books are up to like uh, series 3. Like they had, 3 different book series. I think they're up to series 3. The cartoon was very successful. The toys are very successful. Uh, they have a Ghostbusters crossover, which was both comic books and toys. All right. And that is very successful. Very good comics, actually. I would highly recommend them. I have them as well. And now, probably one of their biggest ones right now is the crossover between the Masters of the Universe line. So this is the Turtles of Grayskull. I did multiple reviews on some of these figures. Some of them are really great. Some of them are meh. But overall, it's a great line. And they just keep on making more. These figures are very successful. Now, Masters of the Universe has tried their hands in a couple other ones which weren't as successful, like the WWE figures. I personally love these. I think it makes sense for WWE figures to mix with Masters of the Universe just because of, big men for the WWE and also the Masters. They're now trying to mix the Masters with the Thundercats. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. But the Turtles keep on going and going with these crossovers. Matter of fact, they even have redone the Universal line. And these new Universal figures are awesome. They're very highly detailed. They look really cool. I'd highly recommend them. I have a couple of them myself. I've done reviews on those as well. So each one of their crossovers is very successful. And it just seems like everything the Turtles touch is gold. And I'm only touching on a couple of the crossovers. They have a whole bunch of other ones floating around, but I could probably spend like all day just, going over every single crossover that the Turtles have done in all medias and what have you. So this is why I consider them the masters of it, because they're the only company that I know that could do it constantly over and over again and just have it be massively successful. And they're really good lines. So I'd highly recommend any of these lines I just mentioned today. So I just wanted to make a quick video bringing all that up and just sharing my thoughts on that with all of you as well. So with that being said, I hope you guys did like this video. If you did, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of it, whether you liked it, whether you think it was just me rambling on about something. Do you agree with what I just stated? And what have you. Also, for any of you who have subscribed, we thank you. You are very much appreciated. And if you're somebody who hasn't subscribed and you do like this video, go ahead and subscribe and hit that like, share, and subscribe. And also check out my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles playlist. So, with all that being said, late